my timbers!
Welcome Buccaneers to the Pixel Pirate Plays. This is your host the Pixel Pirate, bringing you the first impressions on the latest indie games. Today we are taking a look at a game called Anomaly 2. Anomaly 2 is developed by 11-Bit Studios, and I believe it will be published by the same. It's not currently available anywhere because this is a special press build, so I believe it's either in alpha or beta, I'm not exactly sure. I'm leaning towards beta because it is pretty feature complete, as far as I can see anyway. There is no release date as yet, so that's somewhat concerning as far as for how long it'll take to come out. And there is no set price yet, as far as I know. So they do have a website though, so you can go and check that out. And of course, they've created games before. They've created Anomaly 1. Obviously, this is the second one in the franchise. And I've created a couple of other games which I can't remember at this time. Okay, so basically Anomaly 2 is a tower offense game as opposed to a tower defense game, which is quite interesting. So in other words, you are the tanks and things that go through the path and try and destroy all the towers, rather than the other way around where you build towers to try and stop the enemy coming through to your base. So this is why I'm covering it, because it's very interesting. Alright, let's get into it then. I shall do the Prelude mission because it kind of gives you a good overview of the gameplay. Of course, you can select difficulty. I'm going to go casual so I can commentate throughout. And just waiting for loading. We'll just skip that. It's just some text anyway. It's not a cutscene. Alright, and we are in the game.
South of the 14th platoon. My transporter's smashed. My pilot's dead. Get away from that wreck. It can blow any second.
Yeah, you're not a very good soldier if you don't know that that's going to blow up. It's quite obviously on fire. So this is me. Yes, this is me. I control myself either by clicking, or I can move around with the arrow keys or WSAD. And basically, I am the guy that keeps my tanks in check. So I healed them and other stuff like that. So you'll see soon enough. Basically, let's go up here. And there's a tower. I'll just wait till they start attacking my tanks there. Yep, so here's my tanks here. Got 3 tanks. Just waiting for my abilities to come up. Or ability, I should say. Okay, so as you can see, it's got 4 slots for abilities or skills. One of which is repair. So we get to repair here, and they go through the green and get repaired. So that's basically my job, is to keep these guys repaired. And yeah, there's a bit of a tutorial there. Keep these guys repaired, I should say. And whatever other skills I get along the way. So I guess I could do, you know, 1-strike hits for guys. I can put protection on tanks, or I don't know. I have no idea. But as you can see, my fellows here, my little tanky tanks, they're following a predefined path. Oh, that hurt. And which is signified by the dotted line here. I should probably stay away from them. I heal myself automatically, but the tanks don't. They rely on me to heal them. Yeah, so they continue on. They'll just keep going and going unless the story or the level tells them to stop. And the enemy also drop these sort of drops, I guess, loot drops if you like. So I get extra repairs. The repairs are finite. As you can see, I have 7 of those. So I need to be careful. Oh, a little bit of a mini cutscene here. Not really much of an ambush, we're nowhere near it, but anyway. Okay, so you can morph your guys too, so you double click on each one and they turn into mechs. Basically the mechs have a shorter range but they're more powerful. I see him, sir. Take it to him. So you have to be aware when to change your guys into mechs and when to keep them as tanks. The tanks have a longer range, as you might guess. One of the interesting things about this game is I can't just run off all the way up here and expect to live, because I will get shot by the towers. Alright, is there one here? No, that's it. Alright, so I got 7. You get plenty for this level because it is more of a tutorial than anything. And I need to actually change my guys back into tanks because these guys aren't reachable otherwise. And basically, if I stayed as the Hellhounds, as they're deemed, as they're called, I should say, I wouldn't be able to reach those guys at all. I would just get shot, and that would be it. Also, the other problem is if you don't shoot things, then you don't get the pickups. So pickups seem to be randomly dropped, unless they're predefined. I have no idea. But basically, you can't afford to not do it. Oh, I should change to back to Hellhound and put a bit of a repair up here. Oh, the might have to put another one. No, it should be okay. I better do it just in case. And pick up these two. There we go. So it's kind of a, I don't know, I guess it's sort of a cross between real-time strategy and tower defense in that you control your little guy here. I don't know if you get to control more or anything like that, but...
Whoa! Look at him down there. They brought the whole family.
Blah, blah, blah. So we'll end up down there.
We don't want to get their attention.
Yeah, I don't know if you get to control more of these guys or what the go is, but let's just change back to tanks for now. Oh dear. More guys. Yep. I'm actually going to change back to Hellhounds. Get a bit more firepower out of these guys than I do the tanks. And I'll get a repair thing ready.
We're halfway to dead, sir.
Alright, you have to be quite careful because your guys can actually die quite easily. Ooh. Pickups. Thank you very much.
Enemy eliminated.
And another one. I've got 10 now. It's not bad. Okay. You can't put your repair thing too far ahead because it actually has a timer on it as well, so you have to be careful with that. And I have to be careful not to get shot here.
Shot one down.
Alright. Nifty. Yeah, so if I go too far, I go, oh god. Oh, it just happened to be a cutscene there, so...
We made it. This must be the research station. What is this? The Tin Can Jamboree? General, we got a lot of structures here, all alien origin. The research station is still standing. It houses invaluable data on Project Shockwave. Acquiring that data is your primary objective, boys. Alright, people, you heard the general.
Oh god. Yeah, so if I go down here, I'm going to take loads of damage, and it's just not good for me. Alrighty.
Smells like a death trap, Captain. I don't like it. Death
Let's just put a repair thing here, just to keep him topped up, I should say. Alright, I have to go here. So off I go.
In position. I'm going in.
So the mechs look pretty cool. In fact, the whole game looks pretty nifty. Graphics wise, I can't see anything really wrong with it. The other thing I have noticed is the alien snaky things. They kind of writhe around, but yeah, they glitch around a little bit. But other than that, everything looks really perfect. So, having said that, you don't really interact with the terrain aside from destroying the occasional blockade. So, yeah, it's not that that's a complaint. It's just that it's easy to make, you know, sort of graphics that don't move, or things, elements to the game that don't move, and that's most of the terrain. So, uh-oh.
We got tin cans north of here. Coming in fast.
Oh dear. Looks like you're gonna die, fellas. Now, this is probably one of the very few complaints that I have about the game. In this particular instance, I don't get to control anybody. This is just a cutscene. I'm not doing anything here. which kind of sucks. I should be able to jump out of the building and kill stuff and, you know, do a last stand kind of match, because everyone dies, just in case you're wondering. They're just about to, so not really spoiling anything. So they die, then I die, and it could have been really cool to have a bit of a last stand on the prologue, but never mind. So that is basically the end of the mission. And that's essentially what the game is about. The only thing that's really missing, as far as I know, is in normal missions you get to actually plan out where your guys move. So you plan the path out on a big map, and then you play the mission and they start moving off. I think you can change the path around if you don't like it midway through the match, but I'm not exactly sure. The other thing is it has multiplayer, but multiplayer isn't enabled in this press build. But basically the multiplayer consists of, as far as I know, and I don't know if there's other game types, but the multiplayer consists of you being offense and someone else being defense, or vice versa. So someone's building the towers and you're trying to destroy them, and you can swap, and that's basically how multiplayer works, which I think is going to be pretty cool. It's going to be very strategic, and taking into consideration the map builds, I haven't seen any of those. So if the maps are good, I think it could be a very strategic kind of game that is kind of almost a twist on MOBA kind of gameplay, as far as someone's offensing, someone's defensing. Instead of you both offensing, say in a MOBA, one's defense, one's offense. So it's sort of a slight twist on the genre, I guess. But essentially, it is a tower defense game. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's a MOBA. It's just sort of similar gameplay, I feel. Alright, so that's mission accomplished. That's the prelude, and there's my score, my high score, which I've actually done better than this. I don't know how, but I killed everything. But anyway, abilities bonus, and you get cash and stuff like that. So you also get medals. So I got ruthlessness, gold efficiency, and did not get swiftness. So that's not good. And then as mission achievements, you can, so I don't know what they are, 2 achievements, and then bonus achievements. So it's got a little bit of replayability as far as getting high scores, getting all the medals, and getting achievements. So that's pretty cool. And that is it. So this has been Anomaly 2. There is no way you can buy the game yet. You can't even pre-order it, unfortunately, as far as I know anyway. But they do have a website. It is in the description, so go and check it out, because it is pretty cool, I reckon, depending on the price point and the multiplayer. Hopefully they don't add a cash shop, or if they do add a cash shop, that it's decent, and hopefully they don't bugger up the game completely with some horrible mechanic. But from what I can see so far, it's shaping up to be a pretty interesting game, to say the least. And I can't stand tower defense games, so that's saying something. Alright, this has been your host, the Pixel Pirate. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time.